Mouse News fans, new information on the Edward Snowden case, the NSA leaker who gave out a bunch of information on what the NSA that was doing that was illegal. It appears, according to the Guardian journalist Glenn Greenwald, who is highly connected to Edward Snowden, says that he doesn't think Edward Snowden is going to be giving out any more documents. Now, he says that he doesn't want to end up in a cage like Bradley Manning, which is a legitimate fear. It's a terrible thing. Just look at what they're trying to do with Bradley Manning. They're trying to execute him for just revealing the criminal conduct of the U.S. military. Now, he said that, Greenwald said that he himself has the documents and he will decide what to publish from the thousands of documents that he has. I think there's a real misconception over whether he'll continue to leak. He turned over to us many thousands of documents weeks and weeks ago back in Hong Kong, and we've been the ones deciding which stories get published and in which order. As far as I know, he doesn't have any intention of disclosing any more documents to us. Now, this is a very interesting development that he's not going to release any more documents. It shows definitely that either one of two things. Either he has no more documents to give, and that he's given them all to the press already, the press being Glenn Greenwald, or he's scared and he doesn't want to give up anymore and incur the wrath of the U.S. government any more than he already has, which I don't think makes any sense because they're already pretty much going to do whatever it takes to kill him. Now, according to a lot of rumors that have been going around, he has turned down Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, or Nicaragua. Pardon me. He's looked at those places as possible places to go. However, I think, in my own opinion, that he's going to choose Russia as a place to stay. I mean, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Bolivia, of course, Nicaragua are places that would be willing to take him. But I think, given the fact that he has recently, decided, or at least it appears that he has decided to stop releasing new documents, that he's going to stay in Russia. Remember, it was previously that Vladimir Putin said he could stay in Russia if he promised to stop leaking documents. And I thought that was very strange. Oh, why would Russia say that? Like, why would they not want the criminal acts of the U.S. government to be released? But, I mean, I can't find a reason why they would want that. However, now he has decided to stop leaking them, which leads me to believe, now this is only speculation on my part because nobody actually knows for sure except Snowden, that he's going to end up staying in Russia, defecting to Russia and staying there, being protected by the Russian government. I just think that, the fact that seems like he's going to stop leaking documents, and that was one of the conditions that Russia laid down for him by Vladimir Putin, that Russia might be the place that he's going to go to receive protection from the U.S. government. But again, we don't know anything for sure because everything is up in the air right now, and certainly for Snowden himself, everything's all up in the air, and he probably hasn't decided exactly what it is that he's going to do yet. So with that, may we all just wish Snowden the best of luck and honor his courage for standing up and letting the public know exactly what's been going on. The criminal nature of the United States government, particularly as the epicenter of imperialism, has to be exposed. This is one of those prime contradictions I talk about, one of those big contradictions that's all through Marxism that a lot of people don't realize, but that's a main thing about Marxism, understanding contradiction. The government has to hide these things from the people. It's not the enemy who necessarily needs to be unaware of this. The public needs to be unaware of this because the public is working in contradiction to the interests of the working people. I mean, just regular people. It doesn't have to be regular people, even small businessmen, the lumpen proletariat, petty bourgeois. It's all working against them. That's why it has to be kept secret. This is the primary contradiction that exists within capitalism itself. And this certainly does demonstrate that since the extent that they go to fight the interests of the people, we can see how bad it really is. And that the criminal nature of every bourgeois government should be exposed as much of this. And of course, there's also the context of imperialism, which also has its own contradictions. But suffice to say, since most of these leaks are aimed at the population of the United States, that shows that this is primarily a domestic issue between the people and its government, between the working and capitalist class. But again, to end this video, we do need to salute the bravery and the sacrifice Edward Snowden has made for the American public.